Greg Ehrenberg here from Odd Shopper. I hope you guys had a good MLB All-Star break because it's been a few days off. I don't know what it was like for you guys, but it's hell here. It's a million degrees outside. I wasn't able to bet on baseball the last few days, which that's hell to me, right? That's as bad as things could possibly get. So I'm excited for the games to start again. Not the best slate in the world. It's only a few games. We've got some double headers, but there are still a couple of spots I like. So like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel. I want to know what you guys are betting. What bets do you like today? Could be anything on the board. Just let me know below in the comment section what it is that you're betting on. Give yourself a chance to win some free stuff. Be shouting people out later in the week and give away some free subscriptions to our premium betting Discord. And also, I want to know what you guys were up to over the All-Star break. How'd you kill the time? Did you bet on anything weird? Table tennis? Whatever other weird sports exist overseas, leave a comment. I want to know about that too. But without further ado, baseball's back. These are my favorite bets from today's slate. Bringing us back from the break, we're starting things off with the hottest dong pick of the day. And for today, that's going to be Javier Baez at plus 470 to homer. He's got a matchup today against Zach Logue. And this is a pitcher who's just not had really any kind of success this year. And then he's also a left-hand pitcher. And Javier Baez, throughout his career, has hit left-hand pitchers better than right-hand pitchers. And that's been especially so this season. Baez against lefties, really where he's done the majority of his damage, because 338 batting average against left-hand pitching, compared to 174 against righties. So even by the standards of Javi Baez, these are pretty extreme splits. This leads to a 160 WRC plus against left-hand pitching, which means that he is generating runs against lefties just well above league average, but only a 49 WRC plus against righties. So Javi Baez, great against lefties this year, terrible against righties, but matchup against the lefty. So this is a spot we generally want to take advantage of. And then when it comes to Logue as a pitcher this year, 5.16 ERA, 6.04 expected ERA. And the other things I like to look at for the potential for opposing hitters to go yard off a pitcher, it's going to be stuff like the ground ball rate and the home run to fly ball rate. And Logue is only producing a 25.3% ground ball rate this year. That is one of the lowest amongst all starting pitchers in baseball. So a lot of balls getting put in the air against him. And then we also got a hitter in Javi Baez who's done a lot of his damage against left-hand pitching. So I think this is a good spot for Baez. I think it's ripe for him to hit a homer. So we're coming out of the break with Javi Baez plus 470 to go yard. Baseball's back from the All-Star break, and so is free money. If you guys would like $200 for free, this is an offer you want to take advantage of. Because if you sign up at BetMGM for the first time using the promo code OSMLB or signing up using the link in the description box below, BetMGM is going to give you $200. All you have to do is place a $10 money line bet on any MLB game when you sign up using our promo code or the link below, and they're going to give you $200. That's it. That's all you need to do. Get some money in your pocket to enjoy the rest of your summer. So take advantage of this offer. Carlos Rodon had a great first half of the season, but he's not going to be starting off the second half of the season the easiest of matchups. Actually, he might have the most difficult matchup possible for a pitcher in the National League. That is going on the road in Los Angeles to pitch against the Dodgers. And Rodon, as great as it was in the first half of the season, actually his worst strikeout mark, or one of his worst strikeout marks for the first half of the year, was the only time he pitched on the road in Los Angeles. And this came all the way back on May 3rd, where he pitched 6 innings and was only able to strike out 3 hitters while walking 2 against his Dodgers team in Los Angeles. And the real reason I like this bet here when I'm looking at our projections, it's just because we're getting really good plus money on the under of 6.5 strikeouts. So there aren't very many times that I've looked at the unders for strikeouts for Carlos Rodon, but we're getting the under at plus 115 odds in a matchup against the Dodgers. That's where it starts to make a little bit more sense. So we have this legitimately as a coin flip, like 50-50, as much of a coin flip as possible in our projections. We have it with a 50% chance to hit the over, 50% chance to hit the under. But when you consider the under also has plus 115 odds at DK, it makes sense to hit that under. And it is really important to note where you are betting this number, because the under 6.5, it's minus 110 to minus 115 in every other book other than DK, where it's plus 115. So that's the benefit of using something like our projections over at Odd Shopper, because you're going to see which book offers the best line. Because if this was a minus 110 everywhere, it would be a stay away bet for me. But since there's one book that's offering such better odds than everywhere else, that's where it makes sense. And, you know, as far as Rodon goes, his numbers are terrific this year. His strikeout numbers are great this year. This is really just a result of the matchup. He's on the road, first start out of the All-Star break, and then we're getting good plus money on the under, because we look at the Dodgers. This is one of the best teams, if not the best team in all of baseball. The lineup is loaded from top to bottom. They also have a lot of right-hand batters they could throw at Rodon. So it's not the most confident of picks, but we're getting good plus money there, and our projections do have with an 8% projected ROI. So give me under 6.5 strikeouts for Rodon as long as we're getting that plus 115 number. For my final bet of the day, it's another strikeout prop. It's another plus money bet. Jon Gray under 6.5 strikeouts, getting this once again at plus money. So 3 bets today. They're all going to be plus money bets. And when it comes to Jon Gray, he's an over-under of 6.5 strikeouts, but also he's going to be pitching on the road. And if you look at his numbers for the first half of the season, he was significantly worse when he pitched on the road compared to when he was at home in Texas. So at home, and this really applies to his strikeout numbers more than anything, because in Texas in the first half of the year, Jon Gray had a 34.1% K rate. That is exceptional. But on the road, it was 23.9%, which is still solid, but clearly nowhere near as good as the 34.1% number. And then in addition, the walks were way higher. 4.1% walk rate at home for Jon Gray, 9.1% on the road. So that's something that's also going to hurt his strikeouts, because if he's walking more hitters, he's just not able to work as deep into the game. And this just across the board, all of the numbers for Jon Gray. At home, 2.56 FIP. On the road, 3.74 FIP. So everything indicates that this is just a much better pitcher at home than he is on the road. And then just one final data point here, we're just looking at the home road splits. He also had an ERA about, 1.5 runs higher. I had the data in front of me, and then it just disappeared. It didn't disappear. I'm just more of an idiot while I'm scrolling through this and trying to figure out where it went, but it'll pop up in his, here it is. At home, 2.93 ERA for Jon Gray, 4.12 on the road. So just once again, across the board, much better numbers at home and on the road. And he's starting the second half of the year on the road in Miami. So that 6.5 strikeout number, this is why we have it rating out as a pretty decent bet. Plus money, more than a 50% chance to win. So once again, another one kind of similar to Carlos Rodon. If it was minus 110, minus 115 odds, I'm not going near it. But as long as we're getting plus money on Jon Gray, under 6.5 strikeouts with him pitching on the road, I think it's a spot to take advantage of. So closing out my bets to open up the second half of the year with Jon Gray under 6.5 strikeouts. So to recap, I have 3 bets coming out of the All-Star break, and they're all plus money bets. Javi Baez, the hottest dong pick of the day, plus 470 to homer. Carlos Rodon under 6.5 strikeouts. That's at plus money. And then Jon Gray under 6.5 strikeouts, also a plus money bet. These are my favorite bets of the slate. But what are yours? Let me know in the comment section below. Whatever it is you guys are betting on, whether it's a no run in first inning, player prop, game line, money line, run total, whatever it might be. I want to hear from you guys below. Let me know what it is you're betting. Also, like the video and subscribe to the YouTube channel on your way out. Hope you guys had a great All-Star break. We're back at it today. So good luck, and we'll be back again tomorrow with a regular full-size slate.